I know she's faking it, right? Like, she's clearly faking this level of, I'm putting on a face so everyone feels comfy. I don't know if they realize she's putting on the face. For them, they might be looking at this as like, hey, we're doing a good thing. She's actually starting to open up. But in actuality, I think nothing has changed. It's all performative. It's performative. It's performative. That's smooth. It's a very blink and you miss it, but watch this. There's no emotion here, right? There's absolutely no emotion. I need to make her think that I'm a part of this. So I'll do the same thing to you. And Shiori's starting to realize this is bullshit. I think she's gonna snap on her, to be honest. Maybe not as depressing of an ending as I was expecting. Gonna be very open-ended, bittersweet. We still don't know if she will survive, but there's more hope than when we last left off, you know? We're leaving off with both of them understanding that things are built around a lie, and both have hostility and anger towards the other. But there's this almost magnetic force that's keeping them together, and in the process, something genuine is actually building. It's just, it's so fragile that it's entirely possible one wrong move ends someone's life very quickly. Holy shit. Got this far in the video, you know what to do. Slap the like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here and you know Patreon's where you're going to catch my full live reactions to all these episodes and more, which also does help fund the channel and videos just like the one you're watching. So, not to toot my own horn, but I think I cooked the show. I think this has been the show that I have understood the best out of any show I've probably ever seen in the anime medium. And analyzing this week by week has been some of the most fun and depressing things ever. And to be honest, this is the type of show that one of two things happens. Half the people who watch it will not like it as much as me because they don't understand the show enough. They'll have a very surface level observation of something like this. Two friends taking their suicidal friend on a little get together. Let's make her feel happy. But if you actually see what's happening underneath the hood, the whole time she's faking it. And you can tell it's just her trying her best to get to a point where she can die. Because we know Miss Mermaid promised, if you're truly happy, I'll you. And at the end of the day, this show, half the people who watch it will probably be like, oh yeah, it's pretty good, but it ain't no masterpiece. It's, yeah, she's a depressed girl, blah, blah, blah. But then the other half who actually deeply understand the character motivations and beliefs and really understand high-functioning depression, and honestly, there's some narcissism in here, you're going to have such a different experience. And that's why I'm here, to help you understand the deep layers of this show so everyone can appreciate it. This girl, despite being completely 2D, no real actor, because the thing about live action that's so good is when you have good actors, the script, of course, is important, but the actors' faces and the way they can actually act, right, can get across so much storytelling. In a book or something, you have to give internal monologue. In a show, you don't necessarily have to. There's other ways to get across that storytelling. The number of times I looked at her faking smiles or the smallest little animation details to her face, I was like, holy shit. This girl, I felt like I was watching a real actor. I gotta be real. All throughout this entire day, there's so many shots where she genuinely feels happy. Now, as the viewer, I think most people are going to recognize that she was putting on a face, right? Like, she's trying her best to feel happy. But the thing is the only one out of the friend group who truly recognized what was happening was Shiori. That the more she saw, the more she realized that she was lying. And it pisses her off because the promise they made was, we're going to restart the promise. When you're truly happy, I'll do it, okay? And like I said in, I think it was my last video, I believe there's an element of truth there that if she truly can't figure out a solution to actually make her want to live, I think she would do it. But the whole point is to buy time so there is a solution so she doesn't have to die, right? But this is a girl who does not want to live. And I think what's so painful is that they do this getaway, right? Like, they do so many different things. They go shopping, they do hot springs, all different stuff. And all throughout it, this is truly what she looks like. She's not happy. She's going through the motions, right? But she also has these faces where she can look like, yeah, let's do it. Like, obviously, they still think she's sad in these scenes, but it's more like, you know, I'm trying. I'm putting my foot out the door. It's difficult for me, but let's try. And that's why she's so fucking happy in these scenes, because she's like, damn it, like, maybe this is a turning point. And then there's Shiori, who's basically being like, huh, That's a little too convenient for my liking. This scene, though, is probably my favorite scene in the entire series. So, we know when she was a kid, she gave her a seashell or something to Miss Mermaid, right? This is a scene of Shiori being like, hey, these hairpins would look beautiful on you. I'm humming and hawing if she knows exactly what she was doing. I think there's an argument to be made that it's instinctively in her character to naturally say this would look good on you, but at the same time, there's enough for me to see up to this point where she's hitting her where it hurts her most emotionally so that she trusts her. This scene, going from this to actually, maybe it'd look good on you. Look at that face. This is what I mean about the acting. Despite being a drawing, the eyes give across this lifelessness, like she's an actor, and this is where I feel like the narcissism might be coming out. If that was intentional, that is the sickest fucking thing, but holy hell, what a scene! This is what I mean. So many people will probably watch this show and be like, oh, you know, it's a cute little scene, like, why is she so, it's like, oh, she's shocked because, you know, it reminds her of the past, but it goes deeper than that. And I gotta be honest, the whole episode, I'm thinking, the shoe's gonna drop and she's gonna call it out. I'm pissed off you've been lying this whole day, trying to make it seem like you're happy when you're not. But to be honest, it went deeper than even I could see. And it was a case of, to be honest, yeah, I was just doing it because you guys wanted to, but like throughout it more and more, I thought to myself, maybe it would be okay. That maybe the trauma that I'm dealing with. Like, it's just, oh man. We leave this show basically where we started the show. Her wanting to die. I don't think I'm going to use the clip in this video, but in the reaction, I've kind of explained it as, imagine a bucket of water that's like 75% full. And there's just a couple of drops of like red food coloring in the bucket. Not enough to change the bucket. Not enough to really even change the how much is in it. Like the water level is basically going to stay the same and the color's only going to slightly change. That is where we leave off if we look at the food coloring as happiness in a bucket of depression. She's still very well might kill herself someday. It's going to take years and years and years. And while I hear that the second core, if we got one, would be great, this is a much more satisfying stopping point for me, because I don't think for me personally, you can surpass my expectations. I think leaving it open-ended, not knowing her future, is more satisfying and realistic than watching her heal. Now, if we do get it, I think it needs to be a time skip if we ever get to the point. Like, there obviously has to be an arc like this, and then you skip 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, that to me would be satisfying, but this is the perfect ending if you ask me. I absolutely love talking about shows like these because they are so different. They're so realistic. And I think for the first time since watching a show like, I don't know if anyone remembers this, it's a poll, Interviews with Monster Girls. You think, oh, it's just some generic high school harem monster. No. That show used monster girls to deal with racism, prejudice, sexism, all different things, but they used the monsters in question as an analogy for those topics. And it was such a deep, thought-provoking show that you think is more surface level just on a first basis. Similar to this. Monster Girl Yuri show? Yeah, it's gonna be fetish bait. Nah. It was beautiful and touching and depressing and such a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. And it's insane that people with Dragon Ball or fairy tale profile pictures will still try to come into my comment section to tell me why this show's mid. Listen, I can watch either one of those, but at least I actually have some taste and can go outside Battle Shonen, bro. Let me know your thoughts down below on the final episode. Do you want to see a season 2? If you thought I missed anything, let me know about that too. Well, favorite moments, all that fun jazz. Thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe. If you're new around here, and Patreon is where you'll catch my full live reactions to all these episodes. We did most of the episodes on YouTube, but there was a couple we didn't do. But overall, thoughts over there. And hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out because I love my patrons because they make these videos possible. So today we got Hammer Rage, Tran Nugan, Devin Mitchell, Tony X, Spectra, Monsi7, Rekatron, and we also have Buonake, Monica Luzeria. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.